a three-part lesson here, and we're going to call this the consequences of our whistle. So the first play is in the Valparaiso University of Illinois, Chicago, and we're going to look at a rebounding situation, and I want you to stop it as the offensive player touches the basketball on the inside, the big on the white shirt. Here's the principle. If the offensive player is legally able to put himself or herself into an advantageous position where they have a possibility of completing the play, then allow them the opportunity, when possible, to complete the play. So this is a process play. I want to get all the information, let it develop, let it process, because what happens here is that we blow the whistle and we take away a really good play by the offensive player when actually we should have been counting that goal. And, I mean, the foul, yes, but we started. So you can see there is an emotional reaction now from the team who is behind by 10 points, a minute and 50 seconds to go. They just finished completing a play, and now you're going to take points off the board. So that's something where I got to have a feel for the situation and referee the play as one that the offensive player has done his job, let him finish his job. All right, the second play now, we go to North Dakota State, North Dakota, and now we have, look at the situation here, we have under a minute to go in the basketball game. So stop it where there's 26 seconds on the shot clock. And in our game of basketball, there are gray area plays. We would call them 50-50 plays. These are plays that if we run it back multiple times, we're in a room with 50 people, we'd be half and half, block or offensive foul. So this is one of those plays. But I want to certainly look at the fact is that we have less than a minute to go. There's a 9-point game. I don't want to call it gray area play and pile on to South Dakota State here. You know, I'm going to keep that in mind because this play really, you could defend it offensive foul or you could defend block. But again, a feel for the emotion of the play. And you can see here where there's certainly a case for a defensive block, but there's also, we could build a case for the call itself, which was offensive foul. All right, now we're going to go to our third example where we have Cal Poly Grand Canyon, and we're going to see here as this play develops that, again, we have a play where the team is in the bonus. We're in the first, and still in the first half. The team's in the bonus. Now, we have to ask ourselves, gray area? Yes or no? Is this a play, the severity of the contact, and as far as the guidelines are concerned, that we want to call to put the offensive team on the line? Is there enough contact here that we say, oh, this is clearly a guideline play? So you want to look at that from that standpoint. So I want to know who was in the bonus, who was not, and we've also talked about knowing all foul and timing situations. So you see a reaction here from the Grand Canyon coach, who happens to be a guy that played a few years in the NBA and knows a little bit about this stuff. So there's three plays that certainly could create some discussion for your court club, discussions with your groups and as you meet, and things you can do in your pregame. Okay?